Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to our science class. As you know, I am taking your science class. So, before reading the lesson, I would like to tell you like and share and subscribe also my channel Mohd Aun because my motive will be big for making the video for you. Okay. Now let us begin our lesson. How how will you identify the following? A glass, is it made of plastic, steel, or glass? A rod, iron or aluminium, a door, wooden or glass? A white powder, salt or chalk powder? To answer the above questions, you consider their properties. Example, their transparency, hardness, weight, color, the sound produced from it, solubility in water, etc. Substance can be identified by studying their properties. They can be put to use according to their properties. Let us study the properties of substances in greater detail. Now open page number 37. Let us try this at our home. Uh, uh, what will happen if pressure is applied on substances like chalk, brick, alum, glass, or rajgira wadi? These substances break into small pieces or particles. Such substances to are said to be brittle. This property of substances is called brittleness. Uh, Take an iron nail, try to pierce a cardboard sheet, wet mud, and a piece of food using the nail. What happens? The nail easily pierces wet mud, but not the piece of food. It can pierce the cardboard, the cardboard, the cardboard sheet with cardboard sheet. Where is the cardboard sheet with some effort? Why does why does why does this happen? The hardness of substance is determined by how much resistance it offers to the substance being pushed through it, which is the hardest known substance. Okay, now third one, this one. Stretch a rubber band and let it go, or apply uh, apply apply pressure on a piece of sponge and release it. What do you see? The rubber band and the sponge go back to their original shape. Some substances change their shape when a force is applied on them, but return to their original shape and size when the force is removed. This property is called plasticity. Now, take a flat metal sheet of size of a notebook, holding it an angle. Put a drop of water, put a drop of honey and gum at different places on the board. Observe how they flow down the slope. Liquids flow downward on a sloping surface. This property is called fluidity. The fluidity of any liquid is determined by how easily it flows. If two blocks of the same size, one wooden and the other iron, are weighted in a balance, how would they compare? The mass of different substances having the same volume can be different. This difference is because of the difference in their densities between substances of the same volume. The, the, the ones with greater density are heavier than those of lesser density. Now open page number 38, then 39. Okay. Take a glass of water, add some salt, wine, sand, and sugar to it and try to dissolve them. Repeat this, replacing water with kerosene. What do you observe? Some solid substance dissolved in a particular liquid. If a solid does not dissolve in a liquid, it is said to be insoluble in that liquid. Example: salt is soluble in water but insoluble in kerosene. You know of many beverages made by using water and soluble substances. The property of a substance of getting dissolved is called its solubility. When we can look through a substance and see things on the other side, then that substance is said to be transparent. This property of the substance is called transparency. Glass, some types of plastic, clean water, and air are transparent substances. Can you recall? Can you recall? Identify the objects shown in the figure 5.14. Yes, this. From which substance are they made? This one is gold, this one is metal. Metal substances like copper, gold, iron, aluminum are called metals. Metals are found in the form of minerals deep inside the earth. Minerals from the earth's crust are processed to obtain the metal. In daily life, metals have various important uses. Let us study some common properties. Now, let us try at our home. Okay. Now, take a piece of copper or aluminum wire or a small nail. Hammer it repeatedly. What do you observe? On hammering repeatedly, the wire becomes flat. I point E and forms a thin sheet. Metals can be converted into sheets by hammering. This property of metals is called malleability. Okay. Now open page number 39. Observe and discuss. Hot iron is hammered and made into thin sheets. Visit a blacksmith's shop to observe how this hammering causes it to stretch. Iron bars made to dissolve continuously. While being hammered become longer, the iron can be drawn into a wire. Metals can be stretched and drawn into wires. This property of metals is called ductility. Metals like silver, gold, copper, platinum can be drawn into fine wires. Why are the electric boards fitted on the wall made of plastic or wood? The handle of a cooker is made of plastic. Why? Here is the can. Electricity flows through metals. All metals are conductors of electricity to a greater or lesser extent. This property is called electrical conductivity. 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 It's not. It is conductivity. Conductivity. When a piece of a metal is seated at one place, the whole of it becomes hot. It shows it shows that metals allow heat to flow through them. This property is called thermal conductivity. Metals have a typical shine or luster. Every metal has a characteristic color by which it can be identified. Try this. Pluck the string of a musical instrument like a tanpura or veena, ring or a bell, or hit a steel box with a metal spoon. Strike a wooden table or a marble floor with a wooden stick. Note the differences in the sounds produced in two cases. Metals produce ringing sound. This property is called sonority of metals. Okay, now on page number 40. Always remember in your life. Always remember in your life. Okay? During the rainy season or at any other time, do not touch the exposed electric wires or metal parts. Keep all electric lamps or other appliances switched off when not in use. For example, even when the TV is switched off by remote control, do not forget to put off the main switch. It helps to save electricity besides protecting us from any possible danger. Ask your seniors at home to check the electric wiring and fittings in the house periodically. Okay, now what we have learned from this lesson: solids, liquids, and gases are the three states of substances. The temperature of the substance, how hot or cold it is, can be measured with the help of thermometer. Heat is the cause of the change of state of substances. Substances have various properties like hardness, elasticity, brightness, fluidity, density, solubility, and transparency. Metals form a separate group of substances. Metals have some common properties like malleability, ductility, thermal conductivity, electrical conductivity, seniority, luster, and characteristic color. Science was this is not compulsory to read. Okay, bye bye, tata.